Welcome to InfoTrends Week in Review, the weekly InfoTrends video infocast on industry news and events around the world. My name is Randy Dazzo, Director of Solutions and Services, and this week we'll be talking about the news from the week ending June 24th, 2011. In this Week in Review, you'll hear about Print Audit's new MPS suite, Epson's update to its mobile printing app, Oce and Canon, the security segment, Box and Google Docs, a Microsoft server crash, and the expansion of domain names. But first, let's talk about industry news. Last week, Print Audit announced its new MPS suite that combines device tracking and user tracking. Up until now, most MPS engagements have done a good job in tracking and monitoring devices, which helps with the optimization of over- and underutilized devices. However, that just helps in understanding what is happening on the device side. Now organizations can monitor and measure user behavior, such as how much a particular individual is printing and copying. The Print Audit Suite's printing management capabilities allow organizations to track exactly what is being printed, where, and by whom. This information can be used to spot printing inefficiencies, bottlenecks, or abuses, and rules can then be enforced to promote more cost-friendly printing habits. Organizations can also turn their printing into revenue center by charging users or clients for the documents they produce. Another unique aspect of the program is that all of the tools in the MPS suite can be purchased with pay-as-you-go per printing pricing, with no initial investment in infrastructure or software. So now, for one low monthly price, MPS providers can now deliver device and user-based management. Epson America Inc. announced last week the latest version of Epson's iPrint 2.0 for iOS mobile printing app, optimized to print web pages and documents from an Apple iPad, iPhone, and iPod Touch to any wireless Epson all-in-one. In addition to photos and web pages, Epson's iPrint app allows users to print files including Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and PDF documents. Users can scan and save and share their files. The Epson app supports online cloud services like Box.net, Dropbox, Evernote, and Google Docs. And lastly, Canon and Oce announced plans to combine both companies' printing operations in Japan. The move follows the completion on March 9, 2010 of the public offering by Canon Inc. for Oce Outstanding Common Shares, which was launched with the aim of creating a top presence in the printing industry. By combining their Japanese businesses, Canon and Oce will be better placed to generate sales, particularly in the wide format and production printing segments. The combined sales organizations will make both companies' products and services available to a broader customer base, serving to reinforce the Canon-Oce market position in Japan. Next, let's turn it over to Shelley Ortelt for our security segment and an update on Lowell Security. Shelley?
Thanks, Randy. British police arrested a 19-year-old man in Wickford, England on Tuesday last week on suspicions of computer hacking against businesses and government agencies. According to the LA Times, the police did not identify the man or the hacking organization, but Lowell Security, the hacking group notorious for targeting attacks on company websites and government agencies, is speculated to be connected to the 19-year-old man. Lowell Security, however, claimed on Twitter that the suspect was not a member of its group. On Wednesday last week, Box.net announced in their blog that they will offer integration with Google Docs. Box.net users can now create and collaborate on Google Docs and spreadsheets, and edit existing Word and Excel files already stored within Box. According to Box.net CEO Aaron Levy, Google Doc integration broadens Box's scope beyond file management into the cloud workforce. Levy also believes deep integration and sharing between applications is the future of successful cloud computing platforms. Back to you, Randy.
Next, we have Ann Velitis that will talk about Microsoft's recent server crash. Ann?
Thanks, Randy. And under a heading of embarrassment, Microsoft's current competitor to Google Apps, known as BPOS, suffered a 3-hour outage on June 23rd. This isn't the first time, but the timing is unfortunate, as next week Microsoft is releasing its next generation of the service called Office 365. Microsoft didn't say how many customers were affected, but the company used Twitter to keep customers informed about the outage, which had been ongoing. Here's some interesting news about domain names. The Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, or ICANN, will roll out new top-level domains to compete with the currently used .com, .net, and .org. The frustration of unavailable domain names is ending, and a new era of new domain names for each and every business or individual is beginning with new extensions. So what this means is that for the first time ever, you can have a website address that ends in any word you like. That is, as long as you can pay approximately $185,000 initially, and then $75,000 annually for the privilege. For corporations and individuals able to make such an investment, this sounds like a great idea. Xerox, for example, could buy .xerox or .mps or .mfp. That is, if they're faster than, say, Canon or Ricoh in filing for the domain's registration. In theory, the availability of these new URL endings means that you'll type in xerox.mps instead of xerox.com. Back to you, Randy.
Thanks, Ann, and the rest of the Office Document Technology team. This is Randy Dazzo with the InfoTrends Week in Review.